got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA.
Yo, what's up everybody, man? It's your boy shawnbnice, back again with some more Heat Rock, and today we're doing the comparison video, or actually welcome back to episode 2 of Who is the Victor and Who is the Victim. So here's when I kind of compare the phones, let you guys know pretty much based on my opinion which one I think is the better phone. I always declare a winner. I'm not one of those YouTubers who are like, well, it's totally up to you. No, I'm not doing that, fam. Like, so y'all can know what y'all spending y'all money on, man. I'm gonna let y'all know, what I'm saying, what got what and what don't. You know what I mean? Simple as that. So, before we start off, man, a lot of these, just so you guys know, both of these phones have a lot in common, right? Because they're both running Android. So naturally, they would have a lot of stuff that is in common. They both have AMOLED displays, and they both are, IP68. But I did a video on the LG V30 Plus having an issue and me kind of questioning their water resistance. So make sure you check that out. I'll link it down in the description below. But like I said, they both are IP68. They both have wireless charging. They both have fast charging. Fast charging, not fast wireless charging. Samsung has that one. And they both have bottom firing speakers, and they both have always on display. So I kind of want to get that out the way. Now, as far as the display is concerned though, so on the LG V30 Plus, it has a P OLED display, which is pretty much like a plastic base layer, and it's 537 ppi, and it's a 6.0 screen, right? 6 inches to be exact. On the Samsung, we have a 529 ppi, 6.2 inch screen. Contrast ratio is infinite, and that's kind of where I want to kind of touch in, right? So on here, the contrast ratio is like around 207,000. That's what GSM Arena says. Here is infinite, and to be honest, I don't know if that has anything to do with like the peak brightness or not, but this phone is clearly brighter than this phone here. Now let's see what the brightness is at right now. This one's like, it's not maxed out, like it's almost at that tipping point, but I gotta turn that down so you guys can see, right? But it still looks like clearly brighter than this one in a sense, right? So if we go here, the brightness is maxed out. So that's a huge difference, you know what I mean? And I've noticed that in my everyday use with this phone versus me using this phone. When I'm using an LG V30 Plus, it just seems like it's just not bright enough. So just keep that in mind, when you purchase the LG phone over a Samsung phone, the brightness just doesn't seem to be as high. And I just honestly think the display is better. I mean, even with color accuracy, I believe Samsung got them beat with the color accuracy. Now, even though Samsung market this like as a super AMOLED display, I'm pretty sure they use P OLED as well, because with plastic based layers, you're able to flex the display a little bit more, right? So that's why you're able to flex. That's how they're able to get the edge and stuff like that. But whatever witchcraft Samsung is using, it's definitely better than this display here. So the first win goes to Samsung easily, and that's for display. Now, actually, before we even leave display, because it's kind of part of it, 3D touch, quote unquote, Samsung has that, and the LG does not. And the only reason why I say that might be an issue, right? So like right now, I mean, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. That can kind of go either way, right? But I do know right now, if I'm in Google Chrome and I'm in the internet, right? So let's turn this bar off right now. So let me go to the internet. Now we're both on Google, right? Turn this down. The ISO is pretty high, so that's why it's seeing so bright right now. But anyway, we're both on Google Chrome. We're both on Google right now. But if I wanted to leave on my Samsung phone, instead of me swiping up and then hitting the home button, I could have just press down hard and I go right back to my home screen. Here, I gotta swipe up and then go back to my home screen. Now, is that a huge deal? No, like I said, that's why that's more subjective than anything. I do know, like, if my phone is off and it's on the table, I know on the LG phone, if you got the always on display active, that's on there, whatever, or you could double tap the weight. Here, I could just hit it and boom, I'm right to my thing, whatever, right? That's if I don't have a lock screen active. But so I don't know, that can kind of go either way. That's up to you. If you like 3D touch, if you like the double tap, whatever, that's up to you. Both of these are HDR, so this is kind of where the LG phone may get the win though, but because the LG V30 Plus is HDR10 also with Dolby Vision. I don't know if Netflix has upgraded Netflix so the LG V30 can take advantage of HDR. I mean Dolby Vision. I know they can for HDR, but I don't know about Dolby Vision. And I mean it's not like a huge difference, but either way, it's still there. So display, I don't know. That may not be a clear win for Samsung like I thought. Maybe that may be based off perspective. But as far as like everyday use, at least in my opinion, I'm going with Samsung just because of the display quality, how much it looks, how much brighter it is, and just overall, you know, I just like it overall over this phone here. Like I said, like both of these, we put them like both at 50%, put them both at 50. It's a clear difference. You're like, I mean, it could be the wallpaper. You know, it could be the wallpaper. So let's see that right now. Right, let's go change the wallpapers and let's see what they got for us. Wallpaper gallery. All right, let's go something a little bit more brighter. Okay, well that's not too bright. I don't know. LG just ain't with the brightness. But anyway, yeah, man. Like I said, I'm going with Samsung for the win, even though this got Dolby Vision and stuff like that. I just still think this display looks better, and that's all you care about. So me naming specs really don't matter. If you used to pick up both phones in your hand right now, if I didn't tell you anything about HDR10, Dolby Vision, all that, what that means, you're gonna pick Samsung just because it looks better and the color just seems more vibrant and it pushes out more. Now, let's go to battery life. Now, here's the thing. For anybody who's like a real Android user, you may have picked this up and you probably didn't, right? But so battery life, it's gonna be hard. So the LG uses a LiPo 3300 milliamp hour battery, and a Samsung uses lithium ion 3500 milliamp hour battery. Now the battery, as far as me using it, the Samsung definitely lasts longer, right? When you actually use the phone, but here the LG, I don't know if it's just because it's a LiPo battery, but from what I've seen so far, LiPo batteries, they do great on standby time. If you look at the Note 5, they had a LiPo battery, but it also had an Exynos processor, but the standby time was like the best Samsung has ever done. And here with the LiPo battery, LG, their standby time is amazing. Like here, if I leave on a Samsung phone, anybody who got a Samsung phone, if you leave this phone unplugged, you're not using it, you're dropping like, man, on a good day, 4%. On a bad day, man, that can range like 10 to 15 probably. Here on an LG phone, I'm losing 2%, you know, and that's on a bad day. On a good day, I'm gonna lose like 1 or none. So when you're not using an LG phone, it doesn't drain at all. Versus here, if you sit that Samsung device down for a little bit, man, and you're not using it, don't be expecting to wake up around the same percentage of where you went to sleep. It's just not happening. So again, that may be kind of a tie. You know what I mean? It may be a tie because again, when you actually using the phone, it lasts longer than an LG phone. But when you're not using an LG phone, it lasts longer than when you actually use it. I mean, when you're not using it or whatever. So again, that can kind of be a toss up, whatever. So I don't know, man. I mean, if I had to take a pick, I don't know. I'm gonna get out a tie. So the first one, Samsung Edge, is just because it looked better. Second round, I'm gonna give it a tie because I can't really pick between that. I just can't. I'm not even gonna try to. So battery life, tie. All right. Next thing we're moving on to is gonna be sound. And what I mean by sound is the speakers and like the headphone jack placement. So, well, not placement, just the headphone jacks in general. So for those who don't know, both of these phones have a 32-bit headphone jack, but this one has a quiet DAC, and I don't believe this one does. They both have active noise cancellation with a dedicated mic, whatever. But as far as which one sounds better, definitely get us the LG. Definitely gonna get this one the LG. That quiet DAC makes a difference, man. It's really good. Like it's really, really, really good. The first time I did the unboxing video, I told you guys, like, I don't think the phone it doesn't sound that good. I don't see what the big hype about. Like compared to the HTC U11, I thought that the HTC U11 was killing it. But after I listened to it again, different song, kind of put a little bit. I played a trap song, and it got like a little heavy bass. If you want to know what trap song it was hip hop about Black Youngster and Lil Yachty. Please trust me, I am a hip hop head. I'm a lyricist. Trust me, that's not something I listen to all the time, but it was catchy and whatever. So, but yeah, listen to that song on here. It sounded phenomenal. Now, as far as we can do a test right now. Let's go do a test. We can pull up some on YouTube, and we can check out the loud bottom fire speaker right now. So we're gonna go to something on my channel, all right? And we're gonna pick. Let's go here. So we're gonna use my LG V30 Plus unboxing video, all right? All right, so we're on my channel, and I'm gonna play the LG phone first, and I'm gonna play the Samsung phone next. All right, this is max value.
I got loyalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter piece, got war and peace.
Sorry, it's my favorite song. Yo, what's up, everybody, man? It's your boy shawnbnice, back again with some more of that heat rock, dropping that good stuff on y'all, man. Okay, you hear how that sound? Now let's do it on the Samsung device. Volume already up.
Piece, got war and peace inside my
over.
I got loyalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA.
Yo, what's up, everybody, man? It's your boy shawnbnice. To me, that's a clear win. I'm gonna win today as far as like bottom firing speaker. It just sound better. This one sound like a little bit muffled. Don't know why. But it just didn't sound as good. So I'm gonna get a win to that as far as bottom firing speaker goes. But again, the headphone jack, clear win for the LG. So that's a tie. All right, and just for a recap, we got Samsung winning the display. We got a tie for battery. Now we got a tie for sound. So right now it's pretty much 1-0. Now here's where LG gets the, you know, when it hits back with, like, you know what I'm saying, a strong hit, and that's the camera department. Now look, I'm gonna give LG the clear win on this regard, right? So I'm just gonna say this right now. The LG front-facing camera, complete trash, complete utter abysmal trash. The LG front-facing camera is horrendous. It's horrible. And LG, I mean, don't get me wrong, Samsung got this little beauty face mode crap on here, but it still looks better than this, just in regular, like, especially in good light, low light, and whatever. Especially in low light. Low light and Samsung camera is washing the LG camera as far as the selfie game is concerned. But see, the LG V series is focused on cinema, so there's so many different modes of cinema that you do on this phone, and it's amazing. Like, yo, it is amazing, yo, for real. I mean, it's really good, and I'm gonna show you some of these modes right now. Look at all these modes that the LG have just for, like, video. You got, you know, cine video, food, snap movie, pop out, manual, mass shot, guide shot, time lapse, panorama. I mean, like, these are, you know, you can use this for videos too. You got manual. I mean, it's just slow mo, panorama. It's just so much that this phone does, and like the manual controls that you get over as far as like you got point and zoom, where if you point it, if you focus on a subject and you're moving away and you zoom in it, it'll make like it can capture that in the shot. So I mean, and don't get me wrong, and let's be perfectly clear here. The Samsung camera is phenomenal. It's fantastic. I would definitely take it to the outside and be comfortable pulling out my pocket and snapping a picture with like no hesitation, no issues at all. But like I said, this is the V series, so it focuses more on cinema, and the video is really good. Okay, that's the best I can tell you, yo. And like the thing is, some of the software that it uses, you could take a lot of these raw videos and put them to a computer on the LG phone, and you can use them like Adobe Premiere Color and all that. You can just do like a lot of color accuracy stuff with this phone that I don't think you could do on a Samsung phone. So LG definitely gets a win in the camera department. So right now we 1-1. So what's gonna be the tiebreaker? And that's simple. But before we get into the tiebreaker, I kind of just want to say this is about build quality, because Samsung's technically, I want to get them this win. Actually, I am gonna get them this win. I'm gonna tell you why, and it's only because of what I just recently found out. Okay, but it could be my unit, so I don't know. We take that with a grain of salt. But look, build quality, yo. These to me, they look pretty much identical, yo. Like if you look at them, I think something happened as far as like the Android Beam, whatever. If you look at them, they're pretty much almost the same footprint. LG's a little bit smaller. Definitely gonna say thinner and lighter. So the LG is definitely lighter, thinner, smaller, and then it encompasses all this in such a small body, a 6-point-inch screen and such a small body. So, you know, shout out to LG for that. Now, only reason I'm giving Samsung the win, even though they look very identical, like if I turn both of these phones off right now, like they look identical, yo. They look like two slabs of glass in your hand. You know what I mean? The only thing that separates them apart is the build. Now, fingerprint scanner, you can go either way with that. I like it here. I like it here too. So I'm not gonna pick a win as far as like what a fingerprint scanner is. The only reason, like I said, I'm aiming towards Samsung. but I'm trying not to because of because just the personal issue I had with this phone is because I don't really feel like this phone is water resistant. I did a water resistant video, and you can check that up here up top, a little info card. But I've seen watermarks in the camera. All right, so again, for those who didn't watch that video yet, I can show you right now. Hopefully it comes up. As you guys can see, like that's not fingerprints or anything. Like those are, come on, let's see if I can get it. Those are watermarks. And for those who don't believe me, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it off with a microfiber towel. All right, so as you guys can see, there was a watermarks in the camera. I don't know how I got, I mean, obviously I know how I got in there. I set the phone in some water, trying to take a picture or something, and boom, that's what happened. So that's the only reason why, like I said, I'm giving the Samsung a win in the body. I mean, as far as build is concerned, because I've never had an issue with water resistance on this phone. But here, as you guys are seeing the video that I linked up top, you're gonna see me put the phone in water, and you're gonna see bubbles, because you can, technically, if you look on the side of your LG phone, you can like see the inside the display a little bit. You can see light. And when I sat the phone in water, the bubbles start, like you can see air bubbles forming around the screen. So I'm assuming that's how water got into the back camera. Just kind of keep that in mind. So I'm gonna give, okay, I guess Samsung a half a win just because it's like based off my, like just my personal use, what I found out. If your unit man be like that too, but whatever. Anyway, like I said, so that's 1.5 versus 1. Samsung is winning by half a point right now. But now here's where things may shift for you. Now this may be based off perspective, whatever, but software, okay? One thing that LG did that I wish they wouldn't have done is they took away that secondary display and replaced it with a floating bar. This is nowhere near the same as the secondary display that you had up top, where you can customize your name, you can do all type of search, like pretty cool things. This does not replace that, yo. Like I really don't like it. I only had it so I can use it, see, test it out for you guys, but I don't like this little sidebar thing. This is definitely nowhere near in comparison to the secondary display that the LG V20 had and the V10. Not at all, not even close. And he doesn't get as many features. I mean, if you're gonna do that, you might as well just put an edge panel. At least the edge panel, you can have a whole slew of apps or whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that's just better. They both, just in case for those who don't know, they both have the feature to do GIFs, where you can record a screen like on YouTube or anything like that, or any video, and you can you can record a GIF or whatever. So they both had that feature. So for those who didn't know that, I just found that out myself. So that's pretty cool. But as far as like this user experience, I hate LG software. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. Like, I put the home button here, and I'm only using stock LG for the purpose of this video, but I definitely run Nova Launch on here. It's just, LG software is lackluster to me. It's pretty much like stock Android, and I'm just not a fan of stock Android. Stock Android to me is it's stale. I'm just not a fan of it. That's just my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Personal opinion. You got yours, whatever. But I like Samsung. Like, I like this, the swipe up, because it's kind of remind me of the Pixel. You swipe up, you get to the home, to your app drawer and stuff like that. Here, you just, like I said, I'm not a fan of LG software. It's just not good. It's very boring, very plain. But I do like the fact that they're close to stock, so you don't get like a lot of extra apps that you don't need. Versus like Samsung, they got a Samsung counter, they got Samsung Messenger, they got their own Samsung browser. Even though I prefer the Samsung browser versus Chrome, I'll discuss the reason why in another video. But yeah, it just seemed like to me Samsung's got like more features, right? So they have, they got the iris scanner. I'm pretty sure that they both got facial unlock, but the iris scanner, Samsung Pay is way better than Android Pay. You never hear people even talk about Android Pay like that, to be real with y'all. Like when it's just more, you know what I mean? And it just looks, to me, it just look cleaner. It just like, this just seems more of a polished version of Samsung. To me, I feel like LG is still trying to find their, quote unquote, their way, and they still haven't found it yet. So I'm gonna give Samsung a win in that department, right? I am. Even though LG, as far as like software is concerned, they're winning the race as far as like updates, because this one has Android 7.1.2 and this is still on 7.0. But like I said, personal and just usability, using the phone, like which one I recommend off gate, I'm probably gonna recommend it. I'm gonna recommend a Samsung by somebody, because it's just more. You just get more. It's just better. You know what I mean? I gave you the reasons why, man, and to even back that claim up. So yeah. So Samsung S8 Plus is the clear winner here. Not clear winner, but it's the winner. There's some points that some people may argue with that may lean back towards LG, and I have no problem with that. I could definitely debate with y'all in the comment section. I love doing that with y'all. Just keep it respectful. You know what I'm saying? But before I end the video, I'm gonna say this. The reason why I know some people are like, well, why didn't you compare the S8 Plus like to the LG G6 Plus or like or the LG G6 phone? And why didn't you compare the V30 Plus to the Note 8? Because those are the most like recent phones. To me, there's no phone that comes close to the Note 8 until they get an S Pen. Until a phone has one of these. And for those who think the S Pen is just a stylus, you're absolutely wrong. The S Pen is more than a stylus, and there's no phone that even comes close to the S Pen capabilities, right? Or the Note 8. And with that type of build quality and all the features. So to me, if you just wanted to see a phone get pummeled on, I could have did a Note 8 versus the LG V30 Plus. I mean, but I just really didn't feel like it's fair. I think a better comparison was the S8 Plus versus the LG V30 Plus. I just feel like it's more, you know, comparable versus you trying to compare a Note 8 to the LG V30 Plus. It's no competition, not even close. So that's my opinion, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Am I totally wrong? Do I sound like I'm not gonna, you know, YouTube be on this demonetizing rampage, so I'm not gonna say what I wanted to say. But do I sound like a complete idiot for choosing the LG V30 Plus over the for choosing the Samsung over the LG V30 Plus, man? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm definitely looking forward to interacting with y'all, going back and forth, man. Other than that, it's your boy Shawn B Nice, and I'm out. Deuces.